Ken, I want to ask you this. What came first, the music or the activism? Because you do a lot of work in the diaspora. And I want to get into that, but I want to like kind of, get a chronological story going on here.
Activism, that's the thing. I don't feel like, just like that whole diet thing or manifestation or ad libs or whatever. I'm not doing these things. I am these things.
Yeah, so it's
You
not,
know, like
yeah.
it's just a duty. Like I have flashbacks constantly. Like my name's Kin for a reason. Like it's just like passing on a message that already is existing. Nothing is new under the sun. Our elders, they have actual a lot of sense. Like if you get past your ego and defense systems for a second and just take in, like you don't have to do as everyone says. You be your own person, but take things with a pinch of salt and actually get some hidden gems in what elder people have to say. Like it's a repetitive cycle, and once you live a multiple amount of decades in life, you start seeing things repeat.
No,
And
facts.
so I'm not saying anything fucking new. Sorry, language.
You can
I'm not saying
talk
anything.
freely.
I'm just like repeating something that's already been done in a new for the new audience. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's everything's repetitive. Nothing is going to change.
Man, what does Ken mean? You say your name's Ken for a
Oh
reason.
yeah, it's because like just repeating the message of the ancestors and everything. I have flashbacks all the time,
That's
even
what
as I
Ken
speak
means.
now, of just all the bad things, all the bad things we go through in general or have been gone through. And I can't stop thinking about that. I can't just stop thinking about that. Like I need to do something about that. Like what the hell? And I hate the fact that it's the way I'm treated. It's like, to be honest, the things I have to go through, the hoops I have to go through constantly, I'm sick of it. Why am I'm literally using hip hop and rapping as a way to kind of express myself just as they did when it originated. Like that's literally what I'm trying to do. And if we're still there, then we got a problem. And like it's ridiculous because I've done everything that the society has told me to do. I've done everything. Why am I still in the same position as people who haven't done those things? It's annoying, so it's kind of like I'm fighting for us, I'm fighting for myself. It's just there's so much to build. I was having this conversation in there's so much to build, like yeah.
Yeah, it is. And you really answered a lot of what I was going to ask, because like you said something very powerful. You said you really fuck the labels. I am these things,
Yeah.
So what sparked your spirit of activism was the fact that you're going through certain things and you felt like, hey, I need to do something about this.
Yeah.
So then you started acting to be the difference and the solution to these problems.
Yeah, be the change I wish to see, because this is ridiculous. And to be honest, like, all the things, like I could think of so many things that I literally am a product of a failed society on a next level, but I look clean as fudge. I look clean as hell. Like it's kind of like Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption, crawling through football fields of shit and coming out clean on the other side. That's literally what's going on here, because I can't believe I did everything you could think of. Every school club you could think of, I did. Every sports club, everything. I did baseball, football, basketball. I trained up to the point you couldn't train no more because you're 18,
Right.
you have to leave. Like, I did university. I got my degree. I did my work. I've worked in every rubbish place you could think of and good place you can think of. I've done everything. What else do you want from me? And still, I'm like surviving and in the same plateau as everyone else, and that just makes no sense to me. And it's like, my thing is that no matter how much I'm surviving and how less I have, I'm always giving, and the people with the least always give the most. Like that's the thing I've learned. Like you could have nothing. I've been on the street, and I've literally, a guy who's also on the street went to get himself some alcohol and got me a mini Bailey, not a mini one, but a medium Baileys.
Wow.
He got me a Bailey's and protected me from some guy who wanted to take me to his crack house. I didn't want to go to his crack house, so that was fun. But so I was like, no, I ain't going to your crack house. I'm gonna sit here and drink the Baileys with my man. You understand? Like.
Right.
So it's just kind of like, I feel like I don't know. Like I am very secure in having absolutely nothing now because I've been through it. I am not so terrified of that anymore. So I have nothing but to give. So whatever I make or whatever I do, I am going to build in the communities, and I know exactly what to do and how to handle it as well. I understand there are admin fees, and that I do not want to have. There are plenty of people who want to volunteer or whatever, and so that will be a thing. And we will create jobs for people in communities as well and stuff, using nurseries, youth clubs, getting the boys off the street, getting into music, getting their anger out, fighting or whatever.
Right.
You know, having nurseries for single mothers or whatever, so they can take the weight off their shoulders or whatever the hell. Providing free school dinners, you know, in areas that I know need it because I know who needs it. And, you know, helping out those local people who just need a bit of money to help their, you know, like centres and stuff that are just not thriving from the government too well. Just doing the bits that the government won't do. Fixing the freaking potholes so people don't have mashed up cars. It's the small things in life that create expenditures, innit? If you're just like providing fruit and veg that's accessible, innit? Not just in the gentrified areas, but it's affordable, so people can cook and not be depressed because you're eating crap, you know.
Right.
You know, it's the small little
having
things.
access to real food.
Yeah.
Like, the food deserts are a real thing. I've seen some in California. Like, it's some in Savannah. Everywhere you go is food deserts. Communities where it's hard to find fresh fruits and vegetables. Like, legit, you go to the store and it's just like a bunch of frozen stuff, you know.
But it's about it because we get kettled in these areas. That's why with betting shops and shit, it really is important to just kind of help the areas that need flourishing. Like I always know, and I've always gone back to West Green Road, like where I'm from, West Green Road in Tottenham. Like they tried to gentrify it. They got rid of our record shop that was there for like 20 plus years, and it's a Costa Coffee now. And you know, there's this pub that used to be owned by these Congolese people is now like this pizza craft beer thing that only white people are in. Literally the whole road you'll see black people, and then just only white people in this particular pizza shop. Like literally it's our area, and you can see what's happening. I had a whole thing about it. I had whole music on it about the me having to suffer gentrification of my area.
I resonate with that because they gentrified where I grew up too.
Oh, it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah. So like I used to stay behind Truman on the east side over there off Victory Drive in that area, and like they tore houses down. There's freaking Whole Foods there, freaking Starbucks is up the street. You know what I'm saying? It's like they built like a whole little shopping plaza like over there. And it's just crazy like to see that. Like a lot of us moved out, you know? Yeah, a lot of us.
And then you go back and you don't understand it. It's just, who are you? Like, it's who are you? Like, who are these people? Like, honestly, like, I feel like it's going like this right now. It's weird. Like people can afford the apartment. So you're seeing a lot of, like I said, it wasn't really white people there. Now they're there, like the presence is there. I still go to my Chinese shop that I've been going since I was 3 years old. I still go to my barber's, Headmasters. I still go to West Green Supermarket to get my sugar cane and everything. I do Tasters, the chicken. I still go there. Even when I lived outside of London in the north, I would come to London and go to these places.
No facts.
So, yeah.
Right.